Mm-hmm. 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 Top 10 superhero suits. That could have been a little bit better, but it was all right. Top 10 superhero movie props. That went really well. Top 10 Tom Green skits. That was really well. That was pretty good. I mean, that was rocking. That was flowing. Top 10 Indiana Jones movie props. That was really good. What's up, guys? Fears. Audience. Audience fears. Fears. I'm sorry, fears. Audience. Audience fears. Um, coffee. Coffee first. Then stream. Coffee. Good coffee. Stream. Audio finally working. Thank God. So, I accidentally hit this button, and if you push this button down, there's no audio. I could have sworn I had the button right on this, because now you guys can hear me, and I can hear, I can hear all the background noise and stuff. So anyway, problem resolved. But big shout out to the fans. I don't know what was going on. My friend Jason said like it was a silent film. Apparently it was in the last one, but I finally fixed it. So anyway, let's open up the chat. Big shout out to the fans. Now I gotta restart and say everything that I did say in the first 13 minutes of the very first stream. That's okay though. As long as the audio is fixed, I am fine. It was just getting really frustrating because I was like, I don't want to start this stream over like 9,000 times. So it only took 3 times a charm. 3 times a charm. That's good. That's good. All right, now that we're rocking, now that we're flowing, it had nothing to do with the internet. I either accidentally hit this button with my shoulder when I was talking, or I didn't have it on at all. I don't know what the hell happened, but I fixed it now. All right, let me open up the chat here. There we go. All right, there we go. Now I can hear. There we go. All right, the chat is open. The chat is live. We're good to go now. Big shout out to the 5 people watching. Jason, I got the audio working. Now we're good. Now we're good. So anyway, welcome to the Fears podcast. Yet again, we're here. The audio is fixed. We're back on the attack, Jack. New shirt. Fears just bought this Rocky shirt like 3 or 4 days ago. As I told you in the first stream I did, things have been going really well. Hanging out a lot with friends and family. Everything's going well. I haven't been in the Discord in a couple of days. I haven't been online in a couple of days. But things are going well. Things are going fantastic. Been hanging out a lot with friends and family. I hung out with my friend Mike last night and today. Last night we did Ultimate Bowling Guys Night. I'll be honest, I didn't win. I'll give you that. I did not win. But Fears did I did a hell of a lot better last night at bowling than I did with that Claire bitch. That when I went out bowling with her. Oh my God, she was a freaking disaster. Because if you guys remember, the trolls gave me so much crap about only getting like 50 points. Let's just put it this way. I did a lot better. And I'm going to show you. So then they can't say that I made it up. I took pictures of my scores. So then they can't say anything that, oh, Fears lied. Nah, 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 nah. I did not lie. I'm going to show you my scores right away. We played a couple of games. And I'm going to show you. Here we go. Let's see. Let me open up my pictures. Okay, so let me just find out my scores. Let's see here. And we'll do them in order. The first game, here we are. So if you look, Fears Man got 81. I'm at the top. It says Fears Man. Fears Man got 81 points. Not too bad for for a first game. So there it is. So 81, Fears Man at the top. There it is. Second game was Fears Man's at the top. I got 95 points. Fears Man is right at the top there. Right there. All right. So not too bad. I think it was just because it was like my first date like in 4 or 5 years, and I was nervous. Plus, that girl was like really competitive. I don't know what the hell was going on, but I know I could bowl better than 50. or 40 or whatever the hell I got. Third game I got an 85. So not too bad. That's the third game. And then let's see, did we play a fourth game? Let's see. That was the first score. That was the second score. So the first score, like I said, was 81. The second score was 95, and then the third score was 85. Not too shabby. That's pretty good. And then let's see, was there any more scores? Nope. I think we just played 3 games. But we only filmed one game on camera for Ultimate Bowling Guys Night. But so technically we played 4 games. So we played 3 off camera and then 1 on camera. And I don't remember the score that I got on camera. You guys will find out when I put it in the vlog. Anyway, so there's that. And then today, me and Mike went. We were gonna go out exploring. But it rained. But I checked my weather app, and they said today it's gonna rain all day. It's been raining out there religiously. It's been crazy. But they said that's the only time it's gonna rain all through the week. The rest of the week, it's supposed to be sunshiny and stuff. Randall said it rained a couple of times in Florida, and I said, "Did I miss much, Randall?" And he was like, "No, you didn't miss much, Fears." And I was like, "All right, well, that's good. That's good." Anyway, today's topics are we're going to do the top 10 time travel movies, the top 10 80s movie props, classic, nostalgic, and then what are 20 movie roles that Fears would love to play. I'm going to tell you about that, and then I'm going to tell you about the 5th part of my trip. So, yeah. So today is the 9th, so I've got the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, the 14th. So I've got 5 more days because on the 15th, I go home. And I go home like in the afternoon. I'm sorry, late afternoon. Not afternoon, late afternoon, excuse me. So yeah. But big shout out to all the fans. Cheers. Always coffee first. So let me know in the chat how you guys, what have you guys been up to? I've been staying busy. Like I said, I'm not gonna reveal my source, but someone said that Larry said that Fears is too afraid of me to not stream, which is absolutely untrue. Zero true. I'm zero afraid of Larry. So Larry, I'm not gonna say anything bad about you, but I am zero afraid of you. I'm not afraid of anyone, especially those idiots in that Discord. Zero afraid. I've just been busy. I've been busy with family. I've been busy with friends. I've been busy shopping. You know, I've been busy. I do have a life. And I'm on vacation. So I don't want to be stuck in a Discord, for the rest of the trip. I've went in a couple of times, but I haven't went in a couple of days. So I don't know where the hell Larry got that I was too afraid to stream. That is just simply not true. So that's simply not true at all. So... And I told all my friends, I said, if I don't take a picture of the bowling averages, those idiots won't believe me. So I said, I'll just show them in a live stream. I'm not lying. That was 100%. As soon as the game was over, I just snapped a photo, and I made sure I called myself the Fears Man, so they can't say anything. There's nobody else named the Fears Man. That is me. I'm the Fears Man. So, yeah. So those were my scores. I've just been busy. I haven't been able to stream. And I told you guys I wasn't going to stream every single day on my trip. Excuse me, I keep burping. Pardon me. Let me just have a little drink so I don't choke on my own burp. Anyway, but yeah, the vacation is going fantastic. I thought I would bust out the old Wizard World hat. I have not worn it in quite a long time, and... Before today, I hadn't worn it on the trip, so I was like, you know what? Today is the day. So I thought, there it is. I'll just wear it today. Brand new Rocky shirt. Like I said, I bought this like 2 days ago. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to wear it either in a stream or in the vlog somewhere. Because it rained today, me and Mike did not get to go out and explore much. He's like, well, Fears, I wanted to go. Because remember all the old videos where me and Mike would go and explore like abandoned buildings and stuff? Remember one time we went to an abandoned town? There was nobody in the town, just an abandoned town with abandoned cars and buildings and stuff. So we wanted to do that. I get over at Mike's house like at 10 o'clock in the morning. And he's like, Fears? He goes, I don't know about you. He goes, but I definitely don't want to go out when it's pouring down rain. I said, I don't either. So for a while, we just played video games. And then once the rain stopped, he goes, well, Fears, I do live near a national park. Do you want to go explore that? And I was like, that'd be kind of cool. So it was still kind of drizzling. So I said, I said, instead of us walking around, Mike, I said, why don't we just drive around the national park? And I said, you can show me some stuff and I'll get some video. So I took a couple pictures. So it's we kind of explored something. It'll be, instead of an exploratory vlog, it'll be an exploratory scene in the vlog. Because I only shot like 3 or 4 videos in the park, but we covered all the basics. So you get a little taste of exploring. So the rain kind of put a damper on the day, but that's okay. It's okay. You know, I had to make I had to make lemonade out of lemons, you know, because of the storm, but that's okay. You guys will get the point though. It's still going to be a great vlog. I've gotten so much footage. I think I've filmed over 70 videos. You know, throughout the entire week. So by the time I edit it, it's going to be a full-on massive vlog. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Yo, Nancy, what's up? She says, Team Fears, man. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Team Nancy all the way. Enjoy your vacation, buddy. Nice. Yes, I have. I have been enjoying the vacation quite a lot, but thank you for saying that. Thank you for your kind words. I really appreciate that. Nancy said, I'm going to be listening and driving. Yeah, just listen, Nancy, because I don't want you typing on your cell phone and then all of a sudden you run off the road and fly off a cliff or something and crash. No texting and driving, you know? So just listen, because heaven forbid something catastrophic happens. That would not be good. But yes, I do agree, Nancy. The vacation has been absolutely fantastic so far. Got to catch up with a lot of family, a lot of friends. Like I said, my mom's birthday was fantastic. I've never seen my mom that happy. It's been a long time. My mom has been happy, but ever since my dad's death and now my grandma's death, I haven't seen her happy in quite a long time. So it was nice to see my mom that happy again. She was totally surprised. She had no idea. Then she saw me and was like, oh my God, what are you doing here? And I was like, I said, what do you mean? I said, I'm here for your big surprise party. Hell yeah, Mom. I got a hug. I gave my mom a kiss on the cheek. The troll said that I kissed my mom on the lips. That's absolutely not true. Zero true. If you watch the video, I gave her a hug and a kiss in the video. There's nothing wrong with giving your mother a hug and then giving your mother a kiss on the cheek. I would never kiss my mother on the lips. So again, that's a bunch of bullshit that Yak Off or one of Yak Off's butt buddies, Quentin, whatever the fuck. I don't know who made that rumor up, but it was a rumor. Never. If you watch the video, my mom gives me a hug, and we did 2 birthdays. We did a birthday at my mom's home where we just did like a little cake and ice cream and stuff like that. That's where I kneeled down, I sang happy birthday, I gave her a hug, and then I kissed her on the cheek. Excuse me, I hit my mic. But yeah, so they're full of crap. I did not kiss my mother on the lips. That's just simply not true. You know, half a dozen other rumors they make up about me. But anyway, I'm not going to reveal my source. Someone said that I was too scared to stream, and I'm scared of Randy. I mean, not Randy, Larry. Excuse me, Larry. That's just simply not true. One, I don't care about Larry. You know, I'm not afraid. I'm zero afraid of Larry. I'm zero afraid of anyone in that Discord. Okay, you know. So I've just been busy. That's why it's called a vacation. I didn't want to stream for a couple of days because I wanted to hang out with my family and I wanted to hang out with my friends. But I'm not afraid of Larry. I'm not afraid to stream. I contacted my source the other day and said, okay, well, I said, I'll stream tomorrow. I said, I don't have a problem streaming. Yo, what's up, Museum? Museum says, it's okay to kiss your mother, Fierce. I agree. It's okay to kiss your mother. But what I'm saying, Museum, is I didn't kiss my mother on the lips. I kissed my mother on the cheek. So they made up that rumor, and I'm like, I just simply did not kiss my mother on the lips. I kissed my mother on the cheek. But again, I do agree. There's nothing wrong with kissing your mother. It's your mother. It's your mother. Anyway, I just wanted to cover up all those. I wanted to cover up all those rumors before we continue on. Museum says Larry is a good guy. Debatable. I don't know if I don't know if I would classify Larry was a good guy, and then he turned to the dark side museum. That's all I'm gonna say. He fell off a roof and survived. Yeah, again, I don't have anything against Larry. Larry has attacked me since day one. I have nothing against Larry. Nothing. I mean, I don't appreciate him trolling me, but I really don't have anything against him. I just the one thing I did not agree with Museum is Larry is not going to try and convince me that Yakov is a good person because he's not a good person. He's been trolling me what 8, 9, 10 years now. Quentin is not a good person. He was like, Fears, those guys are like the best guys to have on your side. No, they are not, and that's all I'm going to say. They're not good people. Yo, what's up, Exhumed Visions? Holler, good to see you. But anyway, I just wanted to cover up all those rumors. Now let's get back to now that we've covered all the drama and all the rumors. Now let's get to the juicy stuff, the good part of the stream. But yeah, but I'm not going to reveal my source. But someone told me, I just thought that was funny, like that Larry thinks that I'm too scared to stream. Zero afraid, and I've just been busy with family, busy with friends, busy with more important stuff, mind you. But I'm never afraid to stream. You guys know Fears is the stream master. I'm the stream master. But not afraid to stream, and certainly not afraid of them. That's all I'm going to say. That's it. Anyway, I hope everyone's been doing well. Exhumed Visions, you told me that the heat wave around where you live is bad. It's pretty bad here. It's always hot in Florida, mind you, but for Missouri, it's pretty hot. I gotta say, it's a little toasty. Today, it's just been today, Vision, it's kind of like Seattle and Portland. Today, it's been raining nonstop. It started raining like at 4 in the morning. I went to sleep. It's been raining all day. So it kind of put a damper on the day because me and Mike were going to do explore some abandoned buildings like in downtown St. Louis. We couldn't because one, it was just pouring down. So Mike said, "Hey, Fears, I live by a state park. We can go explore that once the rain stops." When the rain finally did stop, then we explored. And then yesterday we did Ultimate Bowling Guys Night. And for everyone that did not see the scores, because if I don't show the scores, they'll think I'm lying. And Fears does not lie anymore. I will admit, I did get whatever it was. The trolls know. I either got a 40 or a 50. I honestly can't remember when I went out with that bitch Claire. She was a super evil mega bitch to the 9th dimension. And I think I did so bad because I was just so nervous. But thank God that girl didn't work out. Because, what a wretched, crazy lady. Oh, my Lord. Hopefully the next date's a lot better. So I recorded my actual score. So I'm going to show them one more time. So then they can't say that I played 4 games. 3 off camera, 1 on camera for the vlog. I don't recall my score in the one that we actually filmed, but I recorded the 3 off camera. So the first score, here we go. I'm the very first one. I wrote down Fears Man. So there it is. Fears Man got an 81. I got an 81. So that's the first score. So not too bad. A lot better than a 40 or a 50, whatever I got with that girl. The second score, I got a 95. Right at the top. Fears Man, 95. Okay. The third one, I got an 85. An 85. Right there. 85 Fears Man. So, yeah. So, not too bad. I think it was because I was just so nervous because I hadn't went on a date like in 4 or 5 years. I'll be honest. I don't mean to call her that, but that's the way she acted. I really wish my first date within 4 or 5 years would have been a lot better. You know? I wish. But, there it is. There it is. You know what, Visions? That's quite funny because I didn't know that you couldn't say the R word on camera. So when LC and you were talking about he threw grapes at me and all that, I was like, why the hell would somebody throw grapes at you? So it actually turned into something funny, Visions. And then LC's like, Fears, are you hilarious? He goes, I don't mean grape. I mean the R word. And I was like, why can't you say it? And he goes, oh, they'll flag your channel, they'll flag your video. And I was like, I did not know that you couldn't say. I said, I had no idea that you couldn't say that word on camera. I mean, it makes sense because somebody that does that to somebody else is a horrible person. You don't want that. You don't want to do that to a lady. You don't want to do that to a guy. You don't want to do that to anyone. That's just horrible. So, but as soon as you said it, Visions, I was like, why the hell would somebody throw grapes at somebody? So at least we got a laugh out of it. Vision says, fears, great improvement from the date. Time for a rematch. This is true. This is true. I should call her up for a rematch, Visions. That would be funny. Well, one, I practiced a little bit before I came on this trip. I didn't tell you guys. I did go and practice by myself because I was like, I do not want to suck on camera and off camera. So I had a little practice. And I've never gotten that low of a score. Usually I get in the 80s, 90s, or usually I break 100 or something. So whenever I can't remember. So don't quote me. I'm telling it right now. The trolls know how much I got. I don't know. I either got a 40 or I got a 50. I'm being honest. I honestly can't remember because I just it was such a horrible day. I kind of put it out of my mind. So yeah, but thanks, buddy. I agree. Great improvement. These things happen. You can only ease yourself back into the dating scene. This is true, Museum. I just wish it would have been a lot better experience. She never even thanked me for dinner. Nothing. Nothing. Zero. So, zero thoughtfulness, zero tact, zero any class, nothing. And she was a completely different person on the dating app. She was sweet. She was good. Oh, I'm into this. Oh, I love movies. I'm into this. The first question, what type of movies do you like? So she lied about that. She's like, she was like, I don't watch movies. And I said, what do you mean? I said, you said you like movies on the dating app. She goes, oh gosh, do I have to explain everything, Fears? She's like, I meant I watched like a movie like once or twice a year. And I was like, okay. I'm like, that's not really what you said on the dating app, but all right, whatever. So I let that drop, and then I was like, well, then she lied. And I was like, don't bring it up again, Fears. So that was like kind of like strike one. I was like, well, I love movies, so I'm like, I don't know how this is going to work out. But you are right, Museum. You are right. These things do happen. Move on to the next lady. There it is. There it is. But I do agree, Visions. Great improvement. I was like, I know I'm a better bowler than 40 or 50. And so I told Mike the story. He was like, really, Fears? He goes, you've never gotten that low. And then Mike was like, you must have been nervous, Fears, on that date. I said, well, I was nervous. I said, I told all the fans I was super nervous. I said I was shaking in my boots. And he goes, yeah, that's probably why you bowled so terribly, Fears. And I was like, probably. I'm like, I'm not 100% sure, Mike, but I said that's probably a key factor. So, yeah. So, anyway. So, you know what, Museum? I know you're joking around. I don't want to talk about Larry anymore because that's what Larry wants. Larry wants a reaction from me. So, I've already explained all the rumors. I'm never afraid to stream. Zero afraid of Larry. Zero afraid of any of those idiots in the Discord. Zero afraid. That's why I dared Joey to come to my house. I was like, come. I'm like, I don't care. He did come, and Joey actually apologized, so now me and Joey are cool, But if he wouldn't have apologized to me, then I wouldn't have been cool, But yeah, so if Larry apologizes for all this crap that he started, I would be like, cool, man. I have nothing against Larry. Nothing. That's all I'm going to say. I have nothing against him. I'm sure he's gone through a bunch of stuff. I'm sorry that he fell off. Now I'm finally finding out. I never knew what happened. All he would say in the Discord is that he got hurt and that he went to the hospital. He never told me how he got hurt. So you telling me that he fell off a roof museum, that's the most I know. So I wish him well. I just don't have time for all the drama and all the bullshit. And then I didn't have time for that conversation where he's like, Fierce, trolls are good people. They're good. You want them on your side. I'm like, no, you don't. And I don't have time for that. So, yeah. This is true, Visions. This is very true. I can't read that right now because there's children around and there's a mother around, so I'm not going to repeat it right now. But I agree. It's very difficult when that happens. So, yeah. And I'll be honest, even though that girl that I went on a date with was kind of crazy, she was kind of hot. But that's all I'm going to say for right now because there's tons of people around. So, yeah. Plus, there's children around, too, so. But I agree, Visions. I agree. Anyway, today's topics, on. I already kind of started them. I had to restart the stream over because the audio was kind of like crapping out. So I'm going to continue. I started the top 10 80s movie props, classic movie props. I mean, like nostalgic, you know. Then I'm going to write down 20 top 10 movie roles that Fierce would love to do. I would love to. I don't know how good of an actor I am, but I would still like to attempt it. Top 10 time travel films. And then I'm going to tell you guys about the newest part on my trip. I've been doing a lot of stuff since I've been off camera. Because I haven't been, I think this is my first stream in like 2 or 3 days. And I haven't been in the Discord in like 2 or 3 days. So yeah. And I'm going to try and stay out of there because a good friend gave me some advice and said, Fears, I wouldn't go in there anymore. It's just too much trouble. So yeah. And I told my friend, I said, well, I just kind of pop in and out every once in a blue just to kind of see what's going on. But I really am going to try and stay out of there. If I do pop in, maybe it'll be like once or twice a month, you know. So anyway, let's continue on. Let's pick up where I left off because I did start a topic and then the audio crapped out. So let me just get to where I was doing. Let's see here. Vision says, "Sorry I missed so much. I was playing the crossword." Oh, sweet! You were doing a crossword puzzle. Nice. What type of crossword puzzle is it, Visions? I like crossword puzzles. I haven't done one in a while, but I used to love crossword puzzles when I was a kid. You didn't miss much, Visions. You didn't miss much. I had to restart. I had to restart the stream. I had to restart the stream like 3 or 4 times because the internet was crapping out. So anyway, I pretty much covered everything that you guys missed, and now we're gonna continue on with the stream. What's up, Geodudes? All right, so right now we're gonna do the top 10 '80s movie props, classic, nostalgic. So if you guys got any suggestions, put them in the chat. Also, the super chats are on and the super stickers on. So I'm not saying you have to donate, but if you would like to donate, Fears appreciates it. So far we've got Conan the Barbarian's sword from the movie. We got Indiana Jones's whip. Goonies' One-Eyed Willie's treasure map. The CPU computer chip from Terminator. That's a goodie. That's a good one. I need to get that in my personal collection, too. Then we got the Sports Almanac from Back to the Future. Let's see. What's another classic, nostalgic, like epic 80s prop? Let's see. I was going to put some Jurassic Park stuff down, but they didn't film that until '93, so that doesn't really count. But I love Jurassic Park. Let's see, what else? I would say, let's see, is there a good, I'd say the flower from E.T., you know? That's a pretty big, I mean, that's a pretty big 80s movie. I grew up with E.T., so the flower that he brings back to life from E.T. Flower from E.T. Let's see here. What else am I missing? What's another big, epic 80s movie? Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. I know I'm forgetting tons of props. Let's see here. Conan's sword, Indiana Jones's whip, Goonies. Oh, those specs that oh, what's that actor's name? The guy from The Jerk, Steve Martin. He makes those specs where he like glue, where not he doesn't. Sorry, he doesn't glue. He welds on that little handle. So I'm gonna say The Jerk's glasses. That's a good one. That's a classic movie. The Jerk's glasses. That's a good one. I'm having a hard time coming up with 80s movies. Hang on. Also, I went Visions. Oh my God, I've got so many movies. Fears has not went to V-Stock, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. So not yesterday, but the day before yesterday, I went a 4th time. Oh man, I found some more gems, buddy. Oh my God. When you guys find out all the gems, you're gonna be shitting your ass off. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. I've already told you guys one. Probably the best one I found was Phantom of the Mall. Dun, dun, dun. Eric's Revenge. Oh, man. I watched the trailer. I was losing it. I was losing my mind. It looks absolutely hysterical and cheesy, and I honestly cannot wait to watch the whole thing and give you guys a review. Whew. It's good stuff. It's cheesy, but it's good, and it's cool. I don't know if I'm ready for that. What's that one that you made a T-shirt out of, Visions? The uh, uh, Mother's Day or whatever, where she's like, "Yeah, kill for me, my sons," and then like the guy in the white car or truck or whatever it was, the pickup truck, he gets his head cut off. I mean, right off. So I'm like, oh man, that may be too much for fears, but I may have to watch that one. It's on the list. So if I can find it, I'll have to. I couldn't find the Hunted Visions. I looked and looked. I found barely anything on my list. The list is in my back. I'm sorry, not in my backpack. The list is in my suitcase at home. Could not find barely anything. I think I found like one thing off the list. I think. So I'll be honest. Some days vintage stock was great. Other times they were slacking. They were slacking. So yeah, if that movie is the best of the lot, I don't know if I'd consider anything below that a gem. Oh no, you're wrong, Geo dudes. Because you don't. I'll be honest. Here's the difference between our friendship, Geo dudes. Here's the difference. You like, you like, you and the dude like a lot of good movies. I like good movies and then cheesy movies. I like them both. So I do appreciate and I do love good movies that are like those good movie gems. And then I love the cheesy ones. So it's a cheesy horror movie gem. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah. Let's see. Vision says The Hunted is the same directly of The Exorcist and Cruising. You'll like it. As soon as I find it, I will like it. If I can't find it in a store within the next couple of months, Vision, I'm just going to order it because you said it's good, and you're like, oh man, it was my dad's favorite movie. Well, my dad had his favorite movies. Like, I would not know what RoboCop is and Rambo and Star Trek: The Next Generation without my dad. My dad had some good picks, and he loved all those manly movies, and I was like, hell yeah, Dad, let's Star Trek it up. Hell yeah, Dad, let's Rambo it up. So, heck yeah. So, yeah. So, that's what I'm talking about, right, Museum? I was like, without my dad, I wouldn't have all those 80s movies. So, nothing against you, Geo dudes. You and the dude like more good movies. I like a mixture of both. I love to laugh at movies. So that's why I get all those cheesy horror movies, because they make me laugh. They're not even scary. There's not one scary thing about Chopping Mall. There's not one scary thing about, like, Demon Knight. There's not, the most funniest line is when Billy Zane just goes nuts, and he's like, he's like, you country bumpkin, fucking goddamn fucking hillbilly motherfuckers. Like, he just goes nuts. He just goes insane. But yeah, I love all those cheesy ones. I don't know what it is, Geo dudes. That's why we're different people. That's why we're friends. People like different things. I just love that cheese, man. I love those cheesy films. I love them. They're great. They're great. Are you going to see Maxine Fears? I don't even know what that is. I'll have to look it up. I will look it up, Museum, and I will give you a trailer review. So don't let me forget, because you guys know my mind sometimes slips away. So if I forget, I apologize, but I will try and watch it towards the end of the stream. But if it's good, I will add it to the list, my friend. I don't have the list with me, but I've got a piece of paper in my wallet that I will write it down and I will add it to the list, because I left the list in my suitcase back at my mom's house. Let's see. I do have an appreciation for good cheesy movies. That's good. That's good. I introduced you to Microwave Medical. This is true. This is true. So I know that you appreciate it. But I guess we differ on the gems. I'm telling you. Geo dudes, don't knock it. Don't knock it until you try it. As soon as I watched Eric's Revenge Phantom of the Mall, as soon as I watched the trailer, I was like, oh my god. But you know what really sold me on it? Is before I watched the trailer, picture this being the movie. I'm just walking. It's on the wall, right? It's on the wall, of the movie walls. And I totally forgot that Barnes & Noble. I thought I knew that they sold movies and books, right? But I forgot that they sold movies. So I'm just walking through, and all of a sudden, I bought a book. I actually bought 2 books in Barnes and Noble. I got some really good ones. I got the making of Escape from New York, and then I got a different book. I've got a book about the making of Ghostbusters, but this is a different book with like new cast and crew pictures and new cast and crew interviews. So it's a different book. But yeah, so I bought those, and I was about to leave. I was about to leave, Geodudes. And then all of a sudden I looked over there and I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot. They sold movies, right? So I go in the back. I'm looking and I was like, okay, cool. Some new Star Trek. I'll pick that up. Okay, season 4 of Star Trek. I'll pick that up because I've been meaning to watch some more of the Star Trek Lower Decks. It is Trek, but it's a cartoon version of Trek. And then they do they do a couple crossover episodes of Lower Decks with Strange New Worlds. And you guys know fears. I will watch any Trek because my dad got me into it. I'm a Trekkie. I love Trek. I love Trek. I will always love Trek. Trek is the best. At least I think Trek is the best. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love Star Wars. I'm a big nerd for Star Wars and Star Trek. I'm about to leave Geodudes. All of a sudden, my eye, out of the corner of my eye, I catch this, like, phantom, like, going like that on the Blu-ray cover. And I'll go, what the hell is this? I grab it, and I go, oh, my God. I literally said this, not out loud, but I said it to myself. I said, oh, my God. I don't know what the hell this movie is. I said, but the cover art is amazing. I said, I said, I can't wait to tell the fans. It's literally a guy and a girl running out of the mall, and they're all like, scared shitless. And then you got the Phantom in the back. Like, I guess Eric is the Phantom. And he's all like, all doing that. And I was like, I'm getting this. I'm like, I have to find out what this movie is all about. That's what I mean by those gems, Geodude. You got to find those classic gems out in the wild, I like to find them out in the wild. It's not as much of a thrill if you're just like, yeah, whatever, I'll just go to eBay or Amazon or Hulu or whatever that crap is and like order it online, You know what I'm saying? So it's good that you have an appreciation for it, Geodudes. So I appreciate you introducing. Now I have not. I've watched the trailer for Microwave Massacre, so I know you own that one, right, Jason? Have you already got that one on Blu-ray? I can't remember if you do. What's up, Walter? Good to see you. But I am going to watch it. The guy was like making like a cheese sandwich, and he's got like blood on the cheese or some shit like that. I was like, oh, Lord, what is this? So, yeah. Let's see. Walter says, hello, darkness, my old friend. Let's see. Walter says, Visions, I got my t-shirt today. Oh, there you go, Walter. Giving Vision some business. Fits perfectly. It looks awesome. Thanks again, my friend. There you go. There you go. Well, listen, Walter, I think the better question is when does Visions not deliver on the epic shirts and on the business? He always delivers. Especially on those... What size are the pins, Visions? 1 inch? No, not 1 inch. They're super smaller than 1 inch, right? Isn't it half an inch? I can't remember. I love those little pins, though. Those are like some of my favorites. The shirts, too. Let's see. Vision says, good evening. Good fine evening, Walter. Yeah, it's getting towards evening. Glad you like it. Those comfortable color shirts are the best. They are. They're pretty comfy. Whatever material that you make your shirts out of, Vision, they are quite comfortable. So, yeah. Let's see. Gonna DM you about the next one. There you go. I don't know why King Cobra. Well, I don't. You told me it wasn't King Cobra that had a big deal about your shirt. It was his crazy girlfriend. She went absolutely nuts. Like, I'm gonna sue you if you don't take that shirt down. I'm like, it's his business. He can make whatever the hell he wants. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. To me, it didn't look like that much of a shirt. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that, Vision. I meant to say, to me, it wasn't a big deal. That's what I meant to say. Because I thought it was a cool shirt. Hell, Gothic King Cobra thought it was a cool shirt. And it's him, so if he thinks it's okay, then it should be up to him. I don't know. All that hilarious YouTube drama for nothing, whatever. Hilarious. Let's see. Geodude says, I watched it 2 Halloweens ago. Oh, there you go, buddy. Nice. Looking forward to watching Train to... Okay. It's a zombie attack on a train. Oh, nice. There we go. Well, I'm gonna have to watch that trailer. So I'm gonna watch those 2 trailers. I'm gonna watch the Maxi one. So I'll find that one. and then I'll watch the train one. Another thing I want to watch, Geodudes. I think I found this one on my own. Terror Train with, or it's either the Train of Terror or Terror Train. It's got Jamie Lee Curtis in it. So yeah. So yeah. Ugh. Let's see. Fears, do you think you had the makings of a varsity athlete? Well, I was varsity in some of my sports that I played in high school. Not all of them. Not all of them. I was almost I almost made it to varsity in wrestling, but I just wasn't. I didn't make it. Now Eric, my best friend Eric, he was in varsity, but I played varsity football and I was varsity in track. I just didn't get varsity in wrestling. But yeah. So yeah. So hopefully that answers your question. You need to watch Legend. It's one of Tom Cruise's first movies. Here, let me write that one down because you know the classic Fears memory. I'll forget it, Jason. So I'm using this as my list. It's my list to put movies that you guys refer on the actual list because I didn't bring the list with me. Oh, I'm running out of room here. Let me flip the page. Where was the other ones? Oh no, these are not movies. I watched. Visions told me to watch Defender, Robotron, and Moon Patrol. Those are all video games. I did watch them. I did enjoy them. Visions, the best one was the like the game show one. I think that was that Robotron. I think that was it. I don't remember. The game show with the cheesy game show host. You know, with the ladies beside him. That was the best one, in my opinion. Okay, so Legend. So Legend. Tom Cruise is great. Tom Cruise is a legend. That's true. It's very true. I will check it out. And then what was the other one? Maxie? Or no, Maxine. You said right? Museum. Maxine. And then what was the other one? Train Train to. Well, I love a good zombie movie, so most likely I will watch that. The best zombie though, the best zombie. You guys will never get me to believe that Tarman beats all the zombies. The only like zombie that really comes close to Tarman is they did have some great zombies in Walking Dead. You know, because there's a lot of cool Walking Dead in there. You know, you got the big fat guy like in the well, and he like splits apart. That's a great zombie. Then you had the zombie in the very first episode where he had like long flowing like Eddie Van Halen hair, and he had like a gray shirt with like a red tie and like a black suit. That guy's face was all messed up. That was a great zombie. So there was many great zombies in The Walking Dead. Don't get me wrong, but they're The Walking Dead is the only thing that will come close to Tarman. Tarman, in my opinion, is the best zombie of all time. Of all time. All right, see, Train to what was it called? Let's see here. Let me scroll up here. I'm trying to catch up with the comments. Excuse me for just a second. Train to. Is it Busan? Hopefully I said that right. Busan. Okay, so Maxine, Legend, and Train to Busan. All right, here we go. There it is. I got it. I got it. I'm gonna leave this out just in case if I have to write any more. I'm gonna catch up with the comments and then I'm gonna get back to the topic. Let's see here. I would like to announce that King Cobra's girlfriend does not smell like us. I beg to differ. I beg to differ because my good buddy has a sticker that says that Gothic King Cobra does. So it's okay. Listen, Wendy's is good, you know? Get that single burger, get that double burger. It's okay to smell like Wendy's. You know, Wendy's makes good burger, good quality food. This is true. You know? So there it is. Let's see. Walter says, I thought I had the speed on this at 1.5, but Fears is just talking really fast. I always talk really fast. A lot of people have told me that, Walter. I'll be honest, because it's my own voice, I don't think I talk that fast. But a lot of fans have told me, Fears, you talk really fast. And I said, all right, well, there it is. Let's see. Vision says a comedian guy wore that Gothic King Cobra shirt on a podcast, and it has 1.8 million views. That's what's up. That Listen, Visions, that can only help your business. It'll move the product along. But like, I watched that video that you sent me. I think you sent me the link. That girl, whatever her name is, I don't know Gothic King Cobra's girlfriend. I'm not making fun of her. She went nuts over that shirt, and she shouldn't have went that nuts. I'm just saying. Anyway, but that's cool. So your shirt got 1.8 million views. Oh yeah, that's good. That can only help your business, buddy. Hell yeah. Let's see. Fears, is this the old streaming spot? Oh, it is. The classic, the OG coffee shop. I've done 5 streams in it so far. Anytime I come back into town, I always try and hit up the old spot, the old stomping grounds. This is technically where Fears' streaming career took off, my friends. It started in the mansion on the floor, sitting in front of the computer on the floor. That's where it started, but it didn't really take off until the coffee shop streams. So cheers to that. Let's see. That ended up being Smash TV. Oh, okay. That's what it was. I couldn't remember Visions. But yeah, that game show video game was so cool. Let's see. No, but Sammy was on the other podcast. Well, okay. I mean, that's cool. 100 and... I'm sorry, not 100. 1.8, not 1,000, 1.8 million people saw that shirt. That's pretty sweet. Who's your favorite Wayne's brother? I mean, they're all good, Walter, but if I had to pick, probably the guy that played Blank Man. Because he played Blank Man, and then he was in the first... Oh, wait, was he in the first one or the second one? He was in Beverly Hills Cop. He did a cameo in Beverly Hills Cop 1, which I can't wait to see Beverly Hills Cop 4. Cannot wait to watch it. I'm a big Axel Foley action-adventure fan. I think the best one is I'd say the first and the second one are the best. The first one, he just kind of like farts around, L.A., Beverly Hills, and like takes down that drug lord guy that's like hiding drugs like in his art paintings or whatever. And then the second one, he goes to like the Playboy Mansion. And the third one, it's all right, it's okay. The third one was more of a comedy. The first and the second one were comedy action movies, but the third one's more of a comedy. So anyway, it was still good. Can't wait to see the fourth one though. So yeah. Tim Curry plays a giant devil. Oh, there you go. Brock says, shout out to the Tar Man. This is true. This is very, very true. Yeah, Tar Man's great. More brains. And then that one spider guy, like he's cursing all the way through it. He's like, "Where the fuck you go? Where the fuck are you going? Like, help me barred up the door, stupid fuckers." Tar Man's fucking great. I love Tar Man. Excuse my language, but Tar Man's amazing. Tar Man was in 1, 2. He wasn't in 3 or 4, and then he returns in Return of the Living Dead 5. Rave to the grave. He shows up at a rave, and I had lost my mind. I was on the floor, super red tomato face Fears, laughing my ass off. I was like, they brought Tar Man to a fucking rave, and I lost my mind. It was so great. Then at the end of the movie, he's like walking down a highway, with a sign that says like headed to Las Vegas or something, and Tar Man's just walking down the highway, and I was like, this is hilarious. Takes Tar Man to a whole new level. So yeah, it was funny. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Sounds like a sassy boy. I wouldn't know. I have no idea. Anyway, let's get back to the top 10 80s movie props, now that I'm all caught up with the chat here. So far we got Conan the Barbarian's Sword, Indiana Jones's Whip, One-Eyed Willie's Treasure Map, CPU, the Almanac from Back to the Future 2 and 3, the Flower from E.T., and then the Jerk's Glasses. So I need 3 more. Let's see. I'm having a brain fart. I'm trying to come up with 80s movies. Give me 1 second. I'm going to have to cheat and go to Google. 80s movies. Let's see here. There's not any really big props in The Breakfast Club. That's like nostalgic. Let's see here. Um, oh, Bill and Ted. Oh yeah, for sure. Bill and Ted's time travel booth. That's got to go on the list for sure. That's super 80s. Time travel booth. I'll be honest. I love Bill and Ted, but I think the DeLorean time machine. This is me being a super epic nerd. I love the time travel booth, but I think the DeLorean time machine is way better as a time machine. That's just me. So, time travel booth. Let's see here. But to each their own. I still like the film. All right, let's see. Two more 80s props. I would say Beetlejuice's Handbook for the Recently Deceased, which I need to get that prop in my collection. Handbook. That's another movie I love, especially at the end. Hey, is that Elvis? Yo, King. That's the best scene of the whole fucking movie. Oh my god, I love that scene. So good. And then he like steals that little guy's like slip of paper, like the voodoo guy. And the voodoo guy's like, "Excuse me, did you just steal my fucking ticket, you bitch?" And then he like puts that little magic dust and like shrinks Beetlejuice's head. So good. Handbook for the recently deceased. That would suck if that actually happened. Instead of going to heaven, you have to sit in a waiting room for like eternity until they decide your fate and you read that handbook. I'd be like, what the hell? That would suck. That would majorly suck. Let's see here. What's another good 80s prop? Oh, how could I forget the proton pack from Ghostbusters? That's a good one. Proton pack and Ghost Trap, because they're both good. Like, the pack is not better than the trap. The trap's good. The proton pack's good. They're all good. So I'm going to say proton pack / Ghost Trap. That's my favorite movie of all time, but that's my favorite 80s movie of all time. Good old Ghostbusters. The sequels, yeah, they're all right. They're pretty good. I did enjoy Frozen Empire. It's cool to like bring in new Ghostbusters, but then you got the classic guys. It sucks that Harold Ramis passed away. That's a shame because he was a good writer, a good director, and a good actor. And who doesn't like Egon Spengler? So that sucks. But he's there in spirit, my friends. He is. Harold Ramis. Shout out to Harold Ramis. He was a good guy. Let's see. Ghost Traps. Okay, there we are. So, the top 10 80s movie props is Conan the Barbarian's sword, Indy's whip, One-Eyed Willie's treasure map, CPU computer chip, the almanac from Back to the Future 2 and 3, E.T.'s flower, the Jerk's glasses, time travel booth, handbook for the recently deceased, and proton pack. And somebody just texted me. Excuse me for a second. Let's see. Mike says, "Yo, Fears, thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good rest of your trip." Well, thanks, buddy. I will text you later, right after the stream. Nice. What a good buddy. What a good friend. Thumbs up. Good old Michael Brewer. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. Coke can and gods must be crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Let's see. I'm a patient boy. I wait. I don't know what the hell you on about. No, the best scene is nice fucking. Listen, Walter. We're buddies. We're pals. I do love that scene. There's nothing wrong with that scene. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. That scene is great. You know? You bunch of losers. You're working with a professional here. He knocks over the tree, and then he says, "Nice fucking model." That scene's great. I love that scene. But to me, the waiting room scene at the end, where he's like massaging the woman's leg, and then she's like cut, she like half her body's over here on the couch and the other half, and then she's like she hits him with a book, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there," and then he like goes over with that guy with the shrunken head, he's like, "Women, I don't know what her problem is," and then he like looks over to that voodoo guy, and that voodoo guy's like just like in a dead stare, like looking forward. That's my favorite scene. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Brock, I didn't know what the hell you were on about. No need to say sorry. I just thought you lost your mind for like half a second. You were like, I'm a patient boy. I'm a patient boy. I'm like, what the fuck are you on about? You know? Anyway, I don't know. It was weird, but hilarious. But I'm glad you came back to reality. No. Let's see here. Do you like the sound of mac and cheese being stirred? Not really, because I can't eat mac and cheese. I wish I could. Do the puppets from Dark Crystal count? I guess. Walter says, I love Beetlejuice. So do I. But I beg to differ on the best scene. Let's just put it this way, Walter. We're buddies. We're pals. Let's just put it this way. Let's compromise. There's a lot of good scenes in Beetlejuice. Like their death scene where like the dog is like hanging on the piece of wood and they're like, no, 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 don't move. And the dog is the only thing holding up that car, and then it jumps off and they follow their death and crash in the little riverbed. I cannot wait to watch Beetlejuice 2. I hope it's good. I hope they don't ruin a good franchise. Because sometimes when you make sequels, they either hit it right on the nail and it's good, or it's just crap, you know? So we'll see. We shall see. I don't know. I'm hoping for good things. I really do. Vision says LOL. Yeah, I was laughing too, Vision. I didn't know what the hell he was on about. So yeah. All right. Let's move on. So those were those. Let's see. Next. Top 10. Let's see. Top 10 time travel movies. This is going to be hard because I only know, like, the classic ones, Bill and Ted, Back to the Future. But I don't think I've watched many time travel movies. I've watched a few. I'm up for the challenge. Top 10 time travel films. Let's get the obvious out of the way. Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3. I'm just going to put Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3 because they're all in there. They're all good. 1, 2, 3. I wish they would make a fourth one, but the director said on YouTube and on all the bonus features of all the films, there'll never be a Back to the Future 4. Maybe it's just as well. Back to the Future. One, two, three. Number 2, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. And technically, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey is a time travel. But before they time travel at the end, they go to heaven and hell. So it's technically a time travel because they time travel at the very end of the film. So yeah. But I'm not going to put that one on the list. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure because they time travel all the way through that. Excellent Adventure. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dude. And then someone told me, I don't know if it was Visions or Pixel, someone told me they made a television version of Bill and Ted. I cannot wait to add that to the list. Oh my god. I mean, it's on the list. I just haven't watched it yet. Number 3, Casey made me watch this one, The Time Traveler's Wife. It's another lovey-dovey romantic comedy. It was good. The Time Traveler's Wife. And then I've watched the old version of this movie, and I've watched the new version with the new versions with Guy Pearce. Just The Time Machine. That's a good one. So The Time Machine. But I have watched the old '60s one, and I think that one's called The Time Machine too. I believe. If I'm wrong, I apologize. So we've got 5. I'm sorry, we've got 1, 2. So we've got 4 so far. Let me catch up with the chat. Second best scene is keeps getting funny and funnier every single time I see it. Wait, what's the second best scene, Walter? Well, you said the first one, in your opinion, is the nice fucking model one. What's your second favorite? I don't know. It's harder because there's so many good scenes in that movie. You know, it's hard to pick like your favorite scene out of it because it's all good. You know, and they made. Oh man, Tim Burton made such a cool model of the whole city. All I gotta say is that model better be in the sequel. It better be. If they don't have that in there, I'm gonna lose my mind. Because I would think that model is a good movie prop too. I should have put that on the list too. Okay, I'm gonna have to cheat because I don't know too many time travel movies after that. I mean, there's time travel episodes in Star Trek, but that doesn't really count. Oh, you know what? Star Trek, um, The Voyage Home, #4. That's a time travel because they time travel back to the '80s to save the whale. So I'm putting that on the list. So Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home. That's a good one. Save the whales. All right, #6. Let's see here. Let me just write in Google time travel movies. Let's see what comes up here. Um, oh, a very cheesy one. Time Cop. That's a good one. It's cheesy, but it's good. It's got Van Damme in it. Time Cop. Oh yeah, I've watched it. Terminator. Terminator is a time travel movie because they travel from the future. So definitely got to put Terminator down. Or just I'm gonna put the Terminator franchise because they've made what 6 Terminator films now, 6 or 7. I can't remember. Terminator franchise. There we are. Put those down. All right. Let's see. #8, #9, and #10. All right. Let's see here. Um, let's see here. What else? What else? I've got the time machine. I've got Bill and Ted. I've got Back to the Future. Excuse me. I'm burping like crazy. I apologize. Well, I would say Planet of the Apes. That's a time travel movie, but that's like from the '60s and '70s, which I did recently watch the original. I would like to watch the remake of it, you know, but I did watch the original. I don't own the original yet, but someday I will. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. What's another good time travel movie? Time Trump. Time Jumpers sucked. I watched that movie. That sucked. I'm not putting that on the list. That one's crap. That one's garbage. It's not worthy of the list. It's not worthy of the list. Let's see here. I would say Groundhog's Day. Groundhog's Day is a time travel. Uh, is a time travel movie because he just keeps time traveling back to the same day. But it is considered a time travel movie. And I love that movie with Bill Murray. It is considered a time travel. So Groundhog's Day because he kills himself. I don't know 5, 6, 7 times in the movie. You know. So Groundhog's Day. Visions. I do love that movie. I recently watched it online. I don't own it yet. I don't own it yet, but I am going to put that one down. It's got Luke. What's his name? Luke. I think Luke Wilson in it, and it's so funny. And it's got Dax Shepard in it, and it's got that one funny girl from SNL, Saturday Night Live. That I love. That Idiocracy movie. It's so good. I need to get it. It needs to be in the collection. I just haven't bought it yet, but I've watched it on YouTube. You can watch it for free on YouTube, so I'm gonna put it down. I am definitely gonna put that one down. I have watched Flight of the Navigator. It's all right. It's okay. I don't know if it makes it to the list, but definitely Idiocracy makes it to the list. Oh yeah, for sure. That one's great. All right, #10. Let's see what else. Yeah, Quantum Leap. That's a TV show. I'm trying to do movies, but that is a good one though. I'll be honest, Visions. I have not watched. I've got the old. Now they've made a new version of Quantum Leap. I've never seen the new version, but I've got the old one. I've only watched like 2 or 3 episodes, and then I jumped to another TV show. I liked it. I need to finish it and review it for you guys, so I will get around to it. I've been watching a lot of Duck Dynasty, and I've got like 3 or 4 episodes left when I get back home from my trip, and then I'm going to review that. So that's the next TV show that I'm going to review. I reviewed some of the seasons, like some of my favorite seasons, but I haven't reviewed it as a whole. But I will. I will. Okay, let's see. I need one more time travel movie. Let's see here. What's another good one? I've got a lot of the good ones. Back to the Future, Bill and Ted, Time Traveler's Wife, The Time Machine. I love The Time Machine, the old version and the new version. The new version with Guy Pearce is really good. I like that one. Let's see here. I got Terminator. Let's see here. What else? What else? Interstellar. That's a good one. Interstellar with Matthew McConaughey. That's a good one. That is a good one. I'm going to put that one down. I've watched it before. I just haven't bought it yet and added it into the collection. Interstellar. All right, cool. There it is. All right. Let's see. What's moving right along here? The next thing, Stargate. Yeah, that's good. Oh, Forever Young. That's good because that's got what's his name? I've seen it visions. I just don't own it yet. Forever Young's got Mel Gibson in it, and it's technically a time travel. He doesn't travel through time. They freeze him, and then when he becomes unthawed, he's in the future. So he kind of time travels, but he kind of doesn't. So the machine that he's in it's like a frozen chamber. They like cryogenics. They kind of like cryogenically freeze him, and then he wakes up in the future because he's from like the 1940s, and he wakes up in the 1990s, and he's like, "What the hell is going on? How much time has passed? This is crazy." You know, that is a good movie. That is a good movie. I need to add. You know, I'm going to add that one to the list. Forever Young. I need to get that one. That's a good one. Forever Young. Mel Gibson it up. He's a great actor, man. Hello, he's Mad Max. He was in Braveheart, for God's sakes. Braveheart is like a classic manly film. Like he puts the war paint on. He's like, "I'm taking all you fuckers down." You know, it's a good film. I watched that one with my dad too. That was a good one. That's a good one. Interstellar's good. I've never seen Stargate. I know it's got Kurt Russell, the guy that played Snake Plissken. I think Kurt Russell's in Stargate. I need to watch it. And then I think they made a television show. They made the movie first, I think, and then they made the TV show, or vice versa. I can't remember what came first, but one of those. All right, let's see here. 20 movie roles that Fears would love to partake in. Let's see here. This is going to be hard because there's a lot more than 20 roles that I would love to take. The very first one, if I achieve this, I would die happy, man. You guys know how much I love Resident Evil. I would love. They wouldn't even have to show my face on camera. I would put the purple mask over my face, just like the merchant. So you have an eye for things, stranger. Gun's just not about shooting, it's about reloading. You know what I'm talking about. Not enough cash, stranger. Not enough cash. Stranger. Now that's a weapon. And he's like, I'll buy it at a high price. I would make a great fucking merchant. And I don't understand why they have not made Resident Evil 4 not into it. They make all the other Resident Evil video games into a movie. They don't make Resident Evil 4 into a movie. That's bullshit. It's my favorite game. Or one of my favorite games. I'd say it was my favorite Resident Evil game until me and Sam played. Resident Evil 7, so far to this date, is my favorite Resident Evil game. Then it would be Resident Evil 4. But if Resident Evil 7 did not exist, Resident Evil 4. But my favorite video game character of all time is the Merchant. I'd say the Merchant's first, then it would probably be Mario, then Luigi. Let's see, Mario, Luigi. What's another good video game character? Yoshi. Because I love all those Super Mario Brother movies. The old ones, the Super Nintendo ones. Um, what's another good video game character that I love? Mm, I don't play many games. Like you guys know, I like pinball more. I fucking love pinball way over video games. But as a kid, I liked I liked video games more as a kid. I used to play all day, every day. But then once I discovered pinball and girls and other stuff, then my attention kind of moved over to there. But Sam kind of got me back into video games. I miss doing the video game streams for you guys. So one day they will come back. I can't wait to play some video games with LC. LC promised me we're gonna do Resident Evil 4 the remake. I am so fucking excited. I know there's gonna be a lot of jump scares, so you're gonna see Fears get his ass scared. Oh man, Visions, you know what I'm about to say. The best scare ever is when that old crazy bitch with the lantern came flying through the window. I remember I jumped back. I said, "Oh, fuck me, shit!" And I grabbed onto Sam's arm. I didn't mean to. Just I was scared shitless. I didn't know she was coming right through the friggin' window. That scared the bejesus out of me. I mean, it was nuts. Oh man, let's see here. That's right. You're right, Visions. It wasn't Kurt Russell in Stargate. It was Richard Dean Anderson is the TV version. Oh no, I am right. Richard Dean Anderson did the TV version, and Kurt Russell did the movie. That's right. My bad. So I'm gonna put down the Merchant. I would love to do the Merchant in a movie role. If they ever make Resident Evil 4 into a movie, they better come a hollering for Fears to play the Merchant. So yeah. So the Merchant. The Merchant. I don't care whether they just have a cameo of the Merchant in a future Resident Evil movie. I don't care if they make the whole Resident Evil movie and then they were like, "Hey, Fears, you want to play the Merchant?" I don't even care if it was like a cartoon movie. Just to voice the Merchant would be sweet. But if they put like the black trench coat on me with the purple, mask around his face, I don't even care. They wouldn't have to show my face on camera because you barely see the Merchant's face because he's wearing the little earrings and he's got like red eyes and stuff and he's got the little purple mask around. I wouldn't care. Oh, I would die a happy man playing that role. It'd be so good. Pinball and girls, somehow a good combination. They were. They were. As a kid and as a young adult, oh yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I do like video games. I just like pinball more. All right, let's see. Number 2. I know I'm not tall enough, but I would love to play Michael Myers. I think that'd be so cool. So, Michael Myers. Michael Myers. Number 3. I wouldn't care. I would love to play Bill or Ted. I think that would be so cool. I know, listen, Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves have done a spectacular job. But if they ever made like a reboot or whatever, I would love to play either Bill. So I'm going to put Bill or Ted. I wouldn't care. Either one. You know? Because let's face it, Ted is a lot more dumber than Bill. Bill is kind of like the leader. Ted's like, yeah, now what? He says now what about 100 times in all 3 films. Like he's like, wow, now what? Bill is kind of like the leader, but Ted is funny too. So Bill or Ted, I'm gonna put down. Again, I'm not tall enough to play this role, but Fears would die a happy man if I got to play Indiana. It's not Indiana Jones. It's Indiana Fears. I would love to play Indiana Jones. Oh, my Lord. Indiana Fears. Oh, that'd be great. Take over for the great and legendary Harrison Ford. I don't know if anyone can take over for him, Unless they did like a prequel, like seeing Indiana Jones like graduate from the University of Chicago or some shit. I don't know. Because he did such a great job. Indiana Jones is number 4. Let's see here. Number 5, I don't care what type of Terminator. Just Fears would love to play. I wouldn't care if it was a T-1000. I wouldn't care if it was a TX. I don't care if it would be a Terminator's Model 101. Whatever. Just some version of a Terminator Fears would love to play. Terminator. And I'm talking like a bad Terminator, like because it's always cool to play the heroes, but the original Terminator, Arnold. It was only until number two that Arnold turned into a good Terminator. In Terminator One, he was killing all sorts of people in that movie. So I'm gonna put a bad Terminator, a villain Terminator. Heck yeah, man. That would be an honor to play that. I would just go up to the director and go, look, I don't care what Terminator you want me to play. A liquid Terminator, a series model 101, a TX, whatever, just as long as I can play an evil Terminator. I would get like the stare down, I get the glare going nuts. That would be sweet, guys. Oh yeah. All right. Again, Snake Plissken is really taller than Fierce, but I would love to either. I'm gonna put down. I would either love to get killed by Snake Plissken, like just go like Snake Plissken, you son of a bitch, you motherfucker, and then he just goes, "Hey Fierce, guess what? I don't have time for your crap," and just blow my head off. That would be great because he kills that one skinhead guy, Visions, in the Escape from New York. He goes, "Hey man," look at my effing face when I talk to you. Snake's like, "Oh yeah, what do you think about this?" And just pulls out a gun and just blows him away. So I would love to either get killed by Snake Plissken or play Snake Plissken or play his son. I wouldn't care, one of those. So I'm just gonna put down Snake Plissken because that is one of the best. I don't know if it's Kurt Russell's best performance, but it's one of his best performances. Oh my god, it's so good. All right, Pliskin. That's definitely on the list. All right, number 7. Ooh, let's see here. I don't care how it would go. Just in a movie, I would love to play a cop because I have a bunch of friends that are cops. So I'd love to play a cop, kind of like Axel Foley, a cop. And then number 8, I would love to play. I think firefighters. I have a lot of respect for cops and firefighters because those are tough jobs. So I'd love to play like a firefighter, like in a film. And then, of course, in honor of my dad, I would love to play a soldier. So in honor of my dad, I would want to put. I'm just going to put down a military soldier because I give it up all for the vets, man. Anytime there's a charity for like the wounded warriors or the POWs. Unfortunately, there are some POWs still lost out there, which sucks. So any type of charity for the vets, like veterans.com or whenever. Remember, I donated some money at that convention. That GI Joe guy said he was collecting money for military dogs to be put together with a military soldier to like for them to have a buddy while they're in and out of the field. I was like, I think that's a fantastic charity. I'm like, you have to have the highest, or I have the highest respect for. I'm not going to put words in anyone's mouth. I have the highest respect for veterans and soldiers. So I donated like either it was either I can't. It's in the vlog. Don't quote me. It was either $25 or it was $20. It was one of the two. So I'm gonna put down military soldier because I would love to. I would love to play that. I think that would be cool. Play a soldier. Okay. Let's see here. Number 10, number 11, number 12. Let's see. What else? What else? I think Freddy would be cool. Freddy's not my favorite, but he's one of my favorites. I think, again, Freddy's tall. Jason Voorhees is tall, but if they wanted a small version, a 5'6" version of it, Fears would be your man. So I'm going to put down Freddy. I'm going to put down Jason Voorhees. Ooh, yeah. Jason's mother is hilarious. Jason, mother is talking to you. Kill for mommy. Kill for mommy. And then I'm like, what the hell? Like, what if Jason doesn't want to kill for you, mommy? Leave him alone. Just leave him alone. He's already a mongoloid. Like, what else does his mother want from him? You know what I'm saying, Visions? Fucking Mrs. Voorhees. Hilarious. Hilarious. Kill for mommy. Hilarious. I love it. Funny, funny, funny. Good stuff. And the guy never dies. They've set him on fire. They've electrocuted him. They've cut off. They have literally cut off body parts. And Jason just still, hell, they blew him away, and then like they put together his body in Jason 10 because all those nanites like put him back together. What else? What else has he not done? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's see. Jason Voorhees, the Ghostface Killer, because the Ghostface Killer can be anyone. All you have to do to play Ghostface is go buy the costume, you know? Because every single time it's a different serial killer in Scream. All you have to do is just get the black robes and the white mask. I'd love to play Ghostface. So Ghostface. Ghostface. Because really Ghostface doesn't, there wouldn't be a height problem because it's a different type of serial killer. Like I've seen Ghostface real tall, and then I've seen ones like as short as me. So Fears could get away with playing Ghostface because Jason Voorhees. Anytime someone plays Jason, like I met Kane Hodder 3 times in my life, Visions, and I think Kane Hodder's like he's got to be pushing 6'3", 6'4". He is tall. And then when we got a photo together, I'm so short. I'm just like, dude, I feel like a tiny, tiny little person standing next to him. I'm so jealous that Pixel got to meet Nick Castle. I mean, I'm happy for Pixel. Pixel's my buddy, but Nick Castle's the original Michael Myers, my favorite boogeyman. Oh my god! And he got like a 2-minute interview with him. I would give I'd chop off this arm just to get an interview with Nick Castle. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. What else? So far, I got the Merchant, Michael Myers, Bill or Ted, Indiana Jones, a Terminator. Doesn't matter what Terminator, just any Terminator. Snake Plissken. I'd like to play a cop, a firefighter, a military soldier, Freddy, Jason Voorhees, Ghostface. Let's see. I'm on 13. I need a couple of more. Let's see what else. Ooh. You know, it'd be cool just to do a cameo in a commercial. Because I love the BK Lounge so much, a Burger King employee on film. There we go. Oh, yeah. Gotta love the lounge, man. I'll be honest, Visions, I haven't had the lounge in quite a long time. Not even on the vacation. I've had hamburgers on the vacation, but not any of the lounge. So, oh, no. Excuse me. I did have the lounge a couple of days ago. I forgot. I did. See, classic Fears memory. Hang on. So that's the first time I've had the lounge like in a month or two. Hang on. I did have the lounge. Excuse me. Where is it? Hang on. I had some Emo's Pizza. I had White Castle. And then where's the lounge? Hang on. Where is it? There it is. I had the lounge. I'll be honest though. I really have been trying to lose weight. The fattest I've ever been is 240, and now I'm down to, because I've had a couple of Emo's visits on this trip. I weighed myself the other day. I went from 240 to, right now I'm at 209. Because I checked my weight 2 days ago. So 209. So yeah. Alright, so Burger King employee. That'd be cool. Just to do like a Burger King commercial. That'd be cool. Burger King employee. Get on the lounge, man. Okay, number 14. Let's see here. I think a vampire will be cool. To play a vampire. So any type of vampire. I'd love to play a vampire. That'd be sweet. Let's see. What I'd love to like play some of those classic monsters. Let's see. Because a vampire's one of those universal classic monsters. Again, I'm too big. I'm sorry, I'm too short to play Frankenstein. Because Frankenstein's like 6'5" or whatever. But if they didn't care about height, I would love to play my own version of Frankenstein. Probably the Wolfman too. The Wolfman. I'd love to play a vampire or Frankenstein or the Wolfman or all three. I wouldn't care. So I'm gonna put down the Wolfman. Let's see. All right, so 17, 18, 19, and 20. Let's see what else. see, what else? What else would Fears like to play in a movie? A ghost. A ghost would be cool, like a spirit. That'd be cool. A ghost. That would be sweet. That'd be cool. And then because I'm religious, I think it'd be cool to like uh, play one of Jesus's apostles. You know, I wouldn't care what apostle, just one of them. You know, so that'd be cool. Um, I just wouldn't want to play Julius because Julius betrayed Jesus, so not him, but any other apostle would be cool. I think that's his name. Forgive me if I got that wrong. I'll be honest. Fears needs to read his Bible just a little bit more. I always bring a travel Bible with me, so if I got that wrong, I apologize. And if I did get it wrong, oh God, the trolls won't let me live it down. But I don't give a shit what they think. I do read my Bible. I just need to read it more. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that was his name. Hang on, let me just make sure I was right. Let me go to Google. Who betrayed Jesus? I'm pretty sure that was him. I'm sorry, not Julius. Judas. Judas. That's what I meant to say. I got it right. I just mispronounced it. Excuse me. Judas. That's his name. Excuse me. I said Julius. My bad. Judas. My bad. I knew I was right, though. I just didn't. I forgot how to pronounce his name. I got it right. Okay. My bad. Judas. That's what I meant to say. Okay. Let's see here. But it doesn't matter. Even if I did get it right, they're like, oh, well, Fears mispronounced it. Nah, nah. You know, they always say some stupid bullshit. I can't win, no matter what I say, no matter what I do. So I just kind of roll with it. Let's see. All right. So far I've got... I need two more. Let's see. I've got The Merchant, Michael Myers, Bill and Ted, Indiana Jones, any type of Terminator, Snake Plissken, any type of cop, any type of firefighter, military soldier, Freddy, Jason Voorhees, the Ghostface Killer, Burger King employee, a vampire, doesn't matter what vampire, just a vampire, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, and then a ghost, an apostle. I need two more. Let's see what else. What else would you guys want to play in a movie? Put it in the chat because I need two more. What else would be good? Let's see here. Oh, I would love to play a superhero. I would love to play Fears Man. So, but if I couldn't play Fears Man, I would love to play Superman. But I'm just going to put superhero down because that covers all the basics. If I could do both, I would play Fears Man and I'd play Superman. Again, Superman is like 6'5" or whatever he is. I wouldn't care though. If I got to play a short version of Superman, that would be cool. God did not bless me with height. I wish he would have, but he did not. So, unfortunately, Fears will forever be 5'6". It sucks, but that's okay. I work with. Oh, that would be cool, Visions. He said you'd be a good henchman. Yeah, that'd be cool. Like a henchman's like the villain's like sidekick. You know what I'm saying? You know. Or like, well, that's one version of it. A henchman can be like any villain, but yeah, a good henchman, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Anyway, I'm going to just put down superhero because that covers all the basics. I'm telling you, I would die a happy man if my little cartoon of Fears Man ever became a live action. I remember what you said, Visions. You said, Fears, if you ever pull that out of your ass and make it a movie, he goes, me and my girlfriend will be there front row. And I was like, hell yeah, Visions. Because Fears Man, it's not just ripping on Superman. Me and Randall we stole things out of Meteor Man, we've stole things out of Blank Man, we've stole things out of, for sure, we stole stuff from Superman. And then Randall, you guys know Randall, he loves Batman, so he's like, Fears, you got to get Batman in there. I was like, all right, Randall. I said, well, since I said Superman, has the Fortress of Solitude in the Arctic, I'm like, well, I'm from Missouri, so I said I want to ground Fears Man from my roots. So I said, there's a lot of caves in Missouri. And he's like, well, how about instead of the Bat Cave, it's the cave of fear. And I was like, well, there you go. I said, that represents Missouri and it represents your passion for Batman, Randall. I like Batman. Me and Randall have had this, not argument, we've had this debate for many years. I have nothing against Batman. Batman's a cool hero, but he's an anti-hero. He's not a superhero. He doesn't have any superpowers. He's an anti-hero, kind of like the Punisher. The Punisher. Which, by the way, I would love to play the Punisher, but that's under. Actually, no, it's not under superheroes because he doesn't have any superpowers. So I'm gonna put down superhero with powers, and then I'm gonna put anti-hero. Anti-hero. I wouldn't mind playing Batman, but if they said, "Hey, Fears, you can play any anti-hero you want," it would definitely be the Punisher for sure. Because not only the Punisher, like my dad was really into family, and I know for a fact that if anyone would have fucked with my mom or my dad, or if anyone would have fucked with my brother or Enzo or my mom, I know my dad would have kicked ass and take names. But the Punisher was a military soldier, and then the mob like just kills his whole family, and then he's like, "Oh, you sons of bitches!" He's like, "All right, well, you killed my whole family. Well, guess what? I'm gonna kill your entire mob." And then after I kill all the mob, I'm just gonna go after every like sadist, psycho, killer, crazy on the face of the planet, and he just like kills them all. Like in the 2004 movie, I memorized. He's like, at the end of the movie, he's like, "Those who do evil to others will come to know me very, very, very well." He's like, rapists, killers, psychos, sadists. You go, and then he says, "Frank Castle is dead. Call me the Punisher." Or he says something like that. So yeah. All right, so there it is. So let me just read them back. Yeah, but I do agree, Vision. The henchman would be cool. I don't know the actual official term of henchman. I know it's either a bad guy or it's like a bad guy's like sidekick. I'm gonna look it up in just a minute. So, the top 10 movie role. I'm sorry, the top 20 movie roles that Fears would like to play. I'm a little tired, so I apologize. The Merchant, Michael Myers, Bill or Ted. I don't care either one. Indiana Jones, any type of Terminator. I don't care what Terminator. Just it has to be an evil Terminator, a bad, not a good Terminator, a bad Terminator, like number one. I'd like to play a cop, a firefighter, military soldier. Doesn't matter what branch of the military, just any branch of the military will do. Fears. Freddy, Jason Voorhees, Ghostface Killer, Burger King employee, because I just love the BK Lounge. Vampire, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, any type of spirit, a ghost, or a demon, or anything like that. One of Jesus' apostles, except for Judas. Superhero, and then an anti-hero, preferably the Punisher. There we are. There we are. Awesome. I'll be honest. I don't think we're going to make an entire year with this notebook, guys. Fears may have to... I'm already... Look at that. I'm already about... That's all I've got left. Look at that. I thought this book would cover me for the entire year. So if I fill this up, I'm gonna have to get another one. And at the end of the year, I'm gonna read all of the top 10, 20s, whatever we've wrote down in this book. I will cover it at the end of the year, and then as soon as it's done, we will start another book. So there we are. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know what henchman is, but let me just make sure. I'm telling you, Visions, it's either a villain or it's like a villain's like sidekick. So define henchman. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It says a faithful follower, especially one prepared to engage in any crime or dishonest practice by way of service. Yeah, so it's technically any sidekick to a villain. That's pretty much what it is. A good old henchman, you know? Like anytime you watch the 1960s Batman, anyone fighting in the background of like the Joker or like Eggman or the Penguin or whatever, they're considered henchmen for sure. You know? Oh yeah, a lot of henchmen in the Batman series. I don't know if there's any henchmen in. No, Lex Luthor really isn't a henchman. He's like a villain, but he's got a few like people that work under him. But Batman has tons of henchmen in it for sure, dude. All right. Well, I'm gonna have some. I want some time to edit, so I think the best way to end this is to watch the trailers for Legend, because Jason wanted me to watch Legend, and then I think Museum wanted me to watch Maxine, and then Train to Busan. So let's start with Train for Busan because he said, I think Jason said that's a zombie film. So let's watch that one first. Is it worthy for the list? I don't know. We'll find out. I'm very particular on what goes on the list. You know, it's not all horror movies. There's a lot of horror movies on the list. If it's a good comedy, I'll put it on the list. If there's a good action, I'll put it on the list. Just lately, I've been on this horror movie kick because I do like horror movies. Visions, I cannot wait for Thanksgiving too. Let's just put it this way. I know there's going to be a two. They did not technically kill the killer at the end. Oh man, they better make a sequel because the first one was legendary, legendary. So good, good epic like story. Good kills in it. Funny kills because it's all like Thanksgiving themed and shit. Oh, it was so funny. All right, here we go. Train. No, if I could type, hang on. Train to. Let's see, trailer. I don't even. It must be a new movie. That's what I got from Jason. I don't know if it's a new movie or an old movie. Oh no, it came out in 2016. Okay, so it's not a new movie. All right, so let's watch this trailer. Here we go. You guys won't be able to hear it, but I'll explain what's going on. All right, here we go. So it looks like there's a lot of Chinese or Japanese actor. Excuse me, I don't know which one, but it looks like it takes place like in a Chinese or a Japanese city. So far, so good. Here we go. Oh, there's the first zombie. Oh Lord. Zombies on a train. Oh man, so zombies are being turned, people are being turned into zombies on the train, people are getting eaten on the train. This is not good. This is how it starts. This is how the outbreak starts. Hilarious. I am impressed. This looks pretty good. The army gets involved. I think this may have to go on the list. This looks like a pretty good zombie film. I'm impressed. So far, so good. This is going good. People are losing their minds, going nuts. They're trying to get away from the zombies. They're on the train. They're off the train. They're running through the train station. All hell is broken loose, and it's like the end of the world. I mean, this is usual, typical scenes in a zombie film or a zombie television. You know, they're in Walking Dead. You know, the world's already been destroyed, and there's zombies everywhere, all over the street, eating people and chewing on their brains and shit. See, what I don't get about this is if there's zombies on the train, just get off the train and run away. It's that simple. It's not rocket science. But they stay on the train. I don't know. I haven't seen the whole film yet, but the minute I would see the first zombie on a train, I'd be like, oh, screw this. Fears man is exit stage right. Whew. I'd be out of there. Oh wow, the train explodes in the trailer. Oh lord, that's not good. That's not good at all. Nice. That's going on the list. That's a must. That's Jason. I appreciate you giving me that one. That was good. I enjoyed it. Okay, next one. Legend. Legend. This is a Tom Cruise movie. He said it's like one of his first films. I've yet to see Legend, so let's watch the trailer. Legend trailer. I wonder when they made this. Let's see. They made this. Ooh, 1985. 2 years after Fears was born. I was born in '83. I was almost a Halloween baby, but I guess I was just itching to come out. Fears came out October 28th, which I'm gonna be turning 41 this October. I'm becoming an old motherfucker, but a cool old motherfucker, I guess. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. Thank God I still got a full head of hair and I'm not going bald. Thank God. All right, here we go. Legend, 1985. I didn't know it was that old, but he did say it was one of Tom Cruise's first films. I don't think Jason said it was his first film. He said it was one of his first films. So let's watch this. There we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay. So it starts off, I guess, in a cave, and the cave is on fire, and then there's a table with 2 glasses of champagne. I'm thinking this is not a cave. I think this may be hell, and that wine is for the devil. I don't know. We'll see. Mm-hmm. Oh wow, a random unicorn in this film. Okay, that was out of nowhere. Okay, so we got a cave with the devil in it, drinking wine or champagne with unicorns. This is interesting. All right. Oh my gosh, Tom Cruise looks super young in this. He looks like maybe 20, 21. Oh my lord. He looks super young. I didn't think he looked. He didn't look that young until I got like a little bit more into uh, into the trailer. Oh man. So far, so good. Jason, if you're still watching, I will say this Legend movie with Tom Cruise. I know it was made in 1985, but it looks super, 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 super 80s. I mean, this is like classic 80s material. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I guess this one passed me by. I've never heard of this Legend movie, and this is the first time I've seen it, like the trailer, any footage of it. So, Jason, I apologize. This one passed me by as a kid. I've never seen Legend with Tom Cruise, but I'm impressed. I like it. Looks pretty good so far. It's a lot of like demons and spirits, and he's a knight. It looks like he's wearing like a knight suit, and he's like having a sword fight with the devil, and there's unicorns running all the way through it. So there's a lot of mystical stuff in it. So it's a little bit of, I guess, everything. All right, I'm impressed. So I will definitely, when I get home, I will definitely put. Excuse me, I keep burping. I would definitely will put Legend on the list. That was pretty good. All right, now Museum wanted me to watch something called Maxine. All right, let's try and find this one. I don't know if this is a new one or an old one or what. Let's have a little look see here. Maxine. Okay. Let's see here. It looks. I don't know. It looks new. I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't really have a. Oh yeah, never mind. Maxine 2024. Okay, so it just came out. All right, let's have a little watchy. There we go.
A24 presents the follow-up to a film that possessed a nation. The picture.
The blood's wrong. Sorry, Bennett. It must be you. Please, me.
So it looks like it's an 80s film about an actress, and she's in a 80s horror movie called The Puritan 2. This is hilarious already. It looks quite 80s, but they're filming it in 2024, but they're making it look 80ish. All right, museum. We're off to a good start. We'll see. I will admit, I like Museum, but sometimes he says some weird and pretty crazy things. So you never know what to expect when Museum says something or says, "Hey, Fierce, watch something." So I'm kind of 50-50. We'll see. We'll see if it pans out, Visions. We'll see if it pans out, Museum. Oh, it's got Kevin Bacon in it. Oh Lord. Okay. Oh, and the Bates Motel makes a cameo. Oh, this is getting good.
Yes, so good.
I'm getting a lot of they kind of filmed it like it's a documentary. I guess like it's what the '80s horror movies were like to film back in the '80s. That's what I'm getting. So it looks not too bad so far. It's like what they had to do to make an '80s horror movie back in the '80s. That's the vibes I'm getting off of it. So we'll continue on. We'll see.
Devil stalking me. You can feel his power.
Maxine's losing her mind, saying that the devil was stalking her as she's making this horror movie. Okay, all right, this is getting good.
Agreed to bury the beast. You must eliminate all distractions.
So far, so good.
Must be right back up.
This America's no spoon.
Fucking nail.
For once, I agree with Museum. 'Cause, nothing against Museum. He's just said some wild and crazy stuff over the years. But Museum, it's got Kevin Bacon in it, which is awesome because he played in one of the best monster movies ever. Hello, Tremors. I wish he would have been in more Tremors movies, but he did a hell of a performance in Tremors 1. He was in the original Friday the 13th. He gets an arrow, like an arrow head. He smokes some marijuana and has sex with that really hot girl, and then he gets like the arrow like through like his little neck. I don't. It's either on this side or this side. I don't remember which side, but he has an epic death. Mrs. Voorhees kills him in the first one. If you're gonna get killed by someone, why not be Mrs. Voorhees? And he plays in this film, so I'm liking it. Let's finish it.
Nicely done. Thank you.
This looks good. Well, I'm gonna take museum's suggestion, and I've got them written down right here, and I'm gonna add all of these to the list. Now I have seen Forever Young Vision, so I don't need to watch that trailer, but I need to buy it on Blu-ray, get it in the collection. I've seen it before. It's good. It's got Mel Gibson in it, and it's got Elijah Wood, I believe, in it. So yeah, I'm gonna put this right in here, so I don't lose it. Right there. That was good. All of them were very interesting, very cool, very, 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 very cool trailers. So I'm going to be adding all those to the list. So yeah, let's see here. Vision says, speaking of Kevin Bacon, I watched Whitewater Summer on Saturday. That was a good one. I used to love back in the day. I've never heard of that one. Whitewater Summer. Let's watch that real quick before I end the stream. That may be another one that I have to add onto the list. Let's have a little look-see, Visions. Let me watch that. I've never heard of that one. I think the very first Kevin Bacon film I ever saw as a kid, it was either It was either Tremors or it was where he's dancing a lot and he goes to the prom in the country. Footloose. It was one of those two. I can't remember which one. So here we call it. Here we call. Here we White. What was it called again? It was called White Water Summer. All right, here we go. White Water Summer trailer. So you said you liked it back in the day, so it must be an older film. Cool, Visions. Let's check it out. Let's see. When did they make this? They made. Ooh, this is an old one, and it's got Sean Astin in it too. 1987. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh lord. It's already got two kick-ass, cool actors in it. Sean Astin, he was in one of my favorite '80s action movies, Toy Soldiers, where he takes down those terrorists. And he plays Mikey in Goonies. Hell yeah! Shout out to Sean Astin, and it's got Kevin Bacon in it. Classic. What's his name in Tremors? It's like Earl is the other guy. Earl. Oh, Val. He plays Val. Val in Tremors, and they're like these two guys that don't care about anything. They're just kind of chilling, and they just jump from job to job, and they're like handyman, and all of a sudden, like Val's like I don't feel like getting up and like chasing monsters, and then they have to end up killing the monsters. So they're kind of like lazy, lazy, happy-go-lucky, like kind of like mechanic guys that jump from one job to the other. So he played a pretty good role in Terminator.
You got a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I just got a call saying that you're kind of using foul language and stuff like that. Just make sure that we don't cuss or anything like that.
Oh, sorry.
In the cafe. Yeah, please, okay? Just because, there are other customers coming in and stuff like that.
So probably somebody that called you was one of my internet trolls. So you gotta love that. So I'm sorry
he
that
said
they.
he was in here, so yeah, just making sure that we're not cussing. Or
I
anything
guarantee
like
you that he
Okay.
wasn't in here. I guarantee it was one of my
He
trolls.
was, but yeah, just make sure we're not cussing. Or
Was he
anything like
actually
that.
in the store?
Yeah, he is. He's a regular that comes in, so just make sure that.
Well, I apologize.
No, you're okay.
I wasn't trying to talk too
No,
loud.
I get it. You get to game and stuff, so just enjoy that. But yeah, just watch the language and stuff.
Okay. You don't mind that I stream, right?
Oh, I don't care about
Okay.
streaming, but
Sorry.
yeah,
I
language is
I
okay.
wasn't trying to curse. So
I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
if I do, I'll do it quieter. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I
My
appreciate
bad.
it.
Well, that was hilarious. Sorry about that. I apologize.
Streaming gets intense, okay?
The what?
Streaming gets intense.
Stream.
Like it.
I wouldn't say streaming gets intense. It gets interesting sometimes. But yeah, no, I apologize. Sorry about that. Oh Lord. Well, I apologize. I didn't mean to curse that much. I could have sworn. Maybe someone called the coffee shop, but apparently, Vision, she told me that it was somebody in the car. I didn't think I was swearing that much, but I guess I mean, I did curse. I'm not going to deny that. I was cursing, but it's probably because I have a louder voice. So I apologize. But classic coffee shop material. You know, back in the day, the baristas used to come up and be like, Fears, you're being a little loud. You're being a little loud." Back in the day, so good old classic. It happened back in the day when I was here, and now it happens, a couple years later. So, but I didn't mean to be that loud, so I did apologize. I said, "Oh, sorry." I said, "I will try not to let it happen again." So yeah. Let's see. There was an old man behind you at one point. Oh, it was probably the old man. Okay, it was probably him. Walter said, "Uh-oh, Fears, you're in trouble." Yep. Well, I wasn't in too much trouble. She just said, "Hey, do you think you could tone it down a little bit?" And I said, "Hey," "no worries, no problem." I'm almost done with the stream anyway, so. But I do apologize. Whoever the old man was, I apologize for cursing, and I apologize to the baristas in here, and I apologize to the fans. It does get intense, though. When Fierce gets talking about the movies, you guys know how much I love movies, so I didn't think I was cursing that much, but apparently I was. I mean, I'm not going to deny it. I was cursing, but I didn't think I was that loud, but apparently I was a little loud, so I apologize. All right, let's get back to, let's see, Visions, you said it was Whitewater Summer. That was a real big surprise. I had no idea that Sean Astin was in this movie. I knew that Kevin Bacon was going to be in it because you said, "Oh, hey, Fierce, speaking of Kevin Bacon, he's in this movie." But as soon as I wrote Whitewater Summer, it popped up and said 1987, and then the thumbnail is a picture of Sean Astin. I was like, oh wow, I'm like, I didn't know Sean Astin was in this movie. All right, so let's watch this real quick, and then I'll probably end the stream because I don't want to get in trouble again because I still got some editing to do. Here we go, Whitewater. Let's watch this. We'll see. I've never heard of this one. Let's see here. Let's see here. Nice '80s movie. Nice '80s music right off the bat in the trailer. Off to a good start.
14 years, I've done all kinds of games. Soccer, sailing, computer, tennis, even chess. So this guy showed up. Going on back there? Nobody really great ever slept in dirt.
Sean Astin's Hawaiian shirt in this movie is making me lose it, Visions. But hey, at least it's a Hawaiian shirt.
I'm scared. You see a picture of Da Vinci pitching a tent?
Oh my gosh, his flowing '80s haircut that Sean Astin had is making me lose it. It's like super wavy, like super '80s. That's hilarious. Okay. Oh, there's a storm, like classic horror movie material. Oh my gosh, Kevin Bacon is like super tanned in this. He must have got a tan before he made this movie. Because usually he doesn't tan for movies, Visions, but he looks super tanned in this. I don't know why. Maybe that's what they wanted in the film. I don't know, but he looks really, 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 really tanned in this. But yeah, let's continue on. So I guess what I'm getting from this Visions, I think it's half and half. It's like half a comedy, half an action adventure type of movie. So it's a good mixture of both. That's the vibes I'm getting from it. So yeah. I'll be honest. I honestly thought somebody called the coffee shop. I was like, I wouldn't put it past me for a troll to call the coffee shop. But well, now that I've said it, now they probably will. But thank God so far. Maybe they've grown up a little bit. So far, so good. No one's called the coffee shop. Knock on wood. Because as soon as she came up, I was like, oh, God, here we go. I'm like, she's like, somebody called. I was like, yep. I'm like, I know exactly who called. I'm like, she's like, oh, no. She goes, it wasn't one of your trolls. I'm like, oh, no. I beg to differ. I'm like, I bet you one of them called the coffee shop. But apparently it wasn't anyone. It was just some old man that didn't like me cursing. So I apologize to the old man. All right, let's finish this. They both look really young. Visions. Sean Astin. I think Sean Astin was like what 11 or 12 when he shot Goonies. In this movie, he looks. I don't know. Sean Astin looks about maybe 15 or 16. So he either shot this film right before he did that Toy Soldier action adventure movie about the terrorists, because in that one he's like 16 or 17. So he looks about 15 or 16. And then Kevin Bacon looks, I don't know, mid-20s. He looks like, I don't know, 24, 25 in this. So it's pretty good so far. I'll probably add this one to the list because this looks pretty interesting. The vibes I'm getting is action adventure / comedy, and I like a good comedy as much as the next person. But yeah, this looks good. Let's finish it. And it's kind of like a camping movie too. So it's like a mixture of all three. Coming soon to a theater near you. Coming soon, 1987. Oh, Lord. Well, there it is. All right. I'm going to add it in there. That's a good one, Visions. I'm sold. Let's see here. So, White Water. What was the name? Summer. Whitewater Summer. And then the year was 1987. So a couple years after Fears was born, they made this. I never saw it, but I will definitely. I'm curious to watch the rest of the film because it looked pretty good. All right, I'm gonna put this away. And besides somebody calling and telling the baristas, that was actually a pretty good stream. That was a really good one. But I apologize. I didn't think I was cursing that much, but my voice does get a little loud, so I'm trying to keep it on the down low. So the next time I come to the coffee shop and stream, I'll try to tone it down a little bit. But now that that happened, I guarantee they're going to be talking about all that in the Discord. But I never said I didn't curse because I don't want them lying. I did admit I did curse. I didn't think I was cursing that much, and I guess I was cursing a little bit too loud. So I admitted that I did it, and I apologize. And hopefully they can just let it rest. They probably won't, but hopefully they won't talk about it a lot in the Discord. But if they do, oh well. Anyway, let's see. Oh, it does get intense because you just told that Marisa. I wouldn't say intense. No. I said I wouldn't say that streaming gets intense. I told them that it gets interesting. That's what I said. I said I wouldn't because she said, "Oh, it gets intense." I understand, and then I said, "I don't think streaming ever gets intense." Well, the only time it gets kind of intense is like when people try to make you mad. I would say that's the only like part that gets intense. Like if someone's trying to piss you off, but usually it doesn't get intense. To me, it gets interesting. Interesting is a better word to describe live streaming because you're putting yourself out there, you know. But I would say it gets interesting. That's my forte on it. That's my 2 cents. Anyway, besides the barista thing, it was a great stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I gotta get back to work. I've been pumping out the content the last couple of days. Right now, I'm editing the Tommy NC 2010 and the Fears Hangout because that happened like 10 or 11 months ago, and I still haven't got it up. So that's the next video vlog I'm gonna try and. It's either gonna be uploaded tonight or tomorrow. It depends on if I finish it or not. So, anyway, Vision says camping's intense. Again, Vision, I don't know if camping's intense. I would say camping's more fun. Anytime I went camping, either with Boy Scout camp or with church or with my dad or my mom or my brother, I wouldn't say it was intense. It was more fun. Always had a great time camping. I haven't went camping in a long time. I would love to go camping again. I'm trying to think. The last time I went camping was right before film school. Me, Eric, Trent, Tommy, my buddy Jesse's girlfriend at the time. Eric brought his girlfriend. Now it's his wife. Tommy didn't have a girlfriend at the time. I didn't have a girlfriend at the time. And we all went camping we all went camping right before I started film school. So that's the very last time I went camping. So it's been a minute since Fierce went camping, but I would love to go again. Walter says, drinking coffee is intense. No, actually we didn't. Visions. We did not have cabins. We had we brought like 4 or 5 tents. So like Eric and his girlfriend had their own tent. I shared a tent with Tommy, and because Tommy didn't have a girlfriend and I didn't have a girlfriend, and then Jesse and his girlfriend had a tent. So we had a couple tents, but I have went camping in log cabins. It just wasn't that time. Like that time we just went camping and we were all in like our own tents and stuff. But there was an awesome lake, and we went jumping off the cliff because we went to this big like campsite in like Farmington, Missouri. You can look it up. They turned an old like it's a massive lake now, but back in the 30s and 40s, it used to be. They used to like use dynamite, and they used dynamite to like blast a big hole, and I guess they used too much dynamite back in the day, and the big like mine filled up with water. Now it's a massive lake, but it's so deep. So there's all these like cliffs around it, and you can go cliff diving. And so me, Eric, Tom, Trent, it's like you're like 30, 40 feet up. You run, you jump off the cliff, and you land in this massive lake. This massive lake. So I know me and Eric have got some footage of that. I'll have to find it and show it to you guys. But the last time I went camping, that was a lot of fun because you run and you just jump off the cliff, and it's like a 30-foot drop, and you land in this really, 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 really. I don't even know how deep the lake is. It's pretty deep. But yeah. So camping is intense after all. Well, I mean, you can. I know you guys are joshing me. You know, Visions. You've went camping before. You can do camping in tents, cabins, teepees, whatever. You know, just I that the one I was talking about. You said you guys must have had cabins, and I said I have went camping in cabins. I just didn't go camping that time with my buddies in cabins. It was intense. That's what I was trying to say. So yeah. Anyway, I know you guys are joking around because Visions just wrote LOL. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. Always a riot with you guys. It's always fun. Hanging out with the friends. Walter, you're hilarious. Visions, you're hilarious. Always a good time with the fans. Always. What's it? That went over your head, Fierce. It did, but I just roll with it. I rolled with it because as soon as I saw all the this is intense, this is intense, this is intense, I was like, oh, I know what they're doing. I'm like, they're doing a joke. And then the whole camping thing, I'm getting tired, so it went over my head. I'm not going to deny it. It did go over my head because I was like, it doesn't matter how you camp. I'm like, I've camped every single way you can possibly camp. I've slept on the ground. I've slept in tents. I've slept in cabins. I've slept at, like, when I went to Lost Valley Lake Resort, there was, like, air conditioning rooms. I've camped in those. I said I've done every single type of camping imaginable. I've slept in log cabins. So, yeah. Oh, he just walked out? I don't know if it's the same old man. It is an old man, but I don't know if it's the same old man that, like, turned me in. Anyway, I'm going to take off so I don't get yelled at by another barista. But it was fun. So I do apologize to the fans, and I apologize to the baristas, and I apologize to that old man. I did not think I was that loud, but nonetheless, I was loud, and I did curse, and I apologize. So there it is. Anyway, I'm going to take off, and I'm going to get back to the Tommy NC 2010, the Tommy NC 2010, and the John Fears Hangout. That's the next vlog, so can't wait to show you guys that. I'm about halfway done, so we're getting there. I've been trying to pump out the content more faster, because then I can finally catch up and focus on new content. Me and Randall have got Fears Man 6. We started writing the script. We haven't made the storyboards yet, not yet, but we started writing the script, so we're getting into that. But ooh, Fears Man 6 is gonna be goody. It's gonna be goody. We find a little bit more about. We find out about a little bit more about Black Aldrin. We find out a little bit more about Black Aldrin's lair. And then Fears Man has to save the city of St. Louis for some catastrophic event that Black Aldrin has already set in motion. So yeah. Walter says, you're a bad boy now. No, I don't think so. Fears always tries to stay a good guy, Walter, with everybody. I've never been into that bad boy bullshit, you know? Now, nothing against the, oh shit, I just cursed, my bad. Nothing against the people that do the bad boy stuff, just that's not me. You guys know Fierce tries to get along with everybody and have a good time and joke about myself, joke with you guys, and just have fun and be a nice person. Be the nicest person I can possibly be. Alright, I'm taking off. Well, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the myth, the man, the legend that is Tommy NC 2010. Follow the Celia Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on YouTube and Twitch. Follow Pixel, Lord Pixel on YouTube. Follow Mrs. Immortal on Twitch. Thank you for the hearts. I don't know who's giving me hearts right now, but thank you for the hearts. I wish YouTube would tell me which one's giving me the heart, but I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Follow my buddy Randall. Cameo Man 2021 is the main channel. The Mayor of Magic is channel number 2. Follow the Fears Man at FearsMan26, the main channel. And follow Fears Vlogs, the channel that you're watching right now. Follow Fears Vlogs. And if you get a chance, walk on over to TikTok and follow me at FearsMan26 on TikTok. All right. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And this is Fears signing off. Peace, deuces, and I'll see you guys later. Whew. Oh, yeah.